Hello and welcome to the Magic Minute session on how to add a GL account to the system. This lesson will walk you through the following steps to get a new GL account number into action. First, an account will be added to the chart of accounts. Second, the financial statement will be updated to include the new account number. For the example in this presentation, a new account number called Customer Relations will be added to the income statement. The account number will be 431500. Start by navigating to the Financial System Controls and then Chart of Accounts. Click the F9 to add and type in the account number. Press Enter. Type in the account description, Customer Relations. Set the balance sheet operating statement to an O. This field is very important because it tells the system whether to carry the balance forward or to zero it out during the year-end close process. For the normal debit-credit field, we'll type a D. This is primarily used for file downloads to represent the account signed properly. In the account type, select the appropriate value. In our case, it will be the SE, Selling Expenses. Click F2 to accept. So now the account number has been added to the chart of accounts. Next, the account number needs to be added to the financial statements. Navigate to the menu tree and select the General Ledger Master Menu and then the General Ledger Statement Setup. Here are the menu options we will be using: the Financial Statement Display, the Financial Statement Line Description File Maintenance, the Financial Statement Account Statement File Maintenance, the Financial Statement Calc Sequence File Maintenance, and the Financial Statement Percentage File Maintenance. Take the Financial Statement Display first. This option is a system inquiry of the reports already created with the General Ledger Report Writer. It is the same function called up by pressing F1 to inquire in the various setup screens that we will be using. The reason to use this menu is to find out what line number is available to assign to Customer Relations and to find the line number of the subtotal line Customer Relations will be added to. Click on the chevron and select the income statement. You could also have keyed this in if you knew it by heart. Next, page down to find the section where the new account number will be added, which is the selling expense. Notice line numbers have already been assigned. And with this in mind, we will add line 375. Also, the percentage of line is 130, and also note there's no indentation. In addition, since Customer Relations needs to be a part of the subtotal line 405 for total selling expense, make note of line 405. Type a 2 beside it so that we can make note of the calc sequence number 5. Now go to the Financial Statement Line Description File Maintenance. This menu is used to add the text of the new line, so click the F9 to add. Key in the financial statement number 2 and the line number 375. Press Enter. In the line description, type Customer Relations. The indent is used to set the indentation of the text. A 0 means no indentation, 1 means 1 space, and 2 means 2 spaces. Underlines determines the number of lines to be printed above this line description. This would typically be set to a 1 if this line was a subtotal line. Space after prints a blank line after this line description. More lines may be skipped before printing the next line by setting this to a 2 or a 3. The reverse sign reverses the sign of the figure. Because liability and revenue figures are normally stored as credits, this option may be used to reverse the sign for reporting purposes. The print 100%, a Y literally prints a figure of 100%. A good example is the sales line of an income statement. Heading only, a Y designates that line entered as a heading or a description only. New page This causes the report to skip to a new page before the printing of this line. Suppress if 0. If a Y, this prevents a line from printing if all of its numeric column values are 0. Division, region, branch represent reporting levels. Their names may be different in your system because they are user-defined. Reporting level 3 is optional and may not even display if your company has opted not to use it. The main reason for using these reporting level fields are to separate monies among multiple lines. For example, to break out salaries by department, one line on the report could represent warehouse salaries, another line could represent admin salaries, another line sales salaries, and a fourth line could represent management salaries. Press F2 to accept. Now select the financial statement account statement file maintenance. This is where the account number is associated with the line 375 on the report. So key in the statement number 2 and the line number 375 and the account number 431500. Press enter. If adding a range of account numbers, enter the last account number, but since this exercise is adding only one account, number to the to account may be left blank. Press F2 to save. Now let's go to the financial statement calc sequence file maintenance. This is where line 375 is added to the subtotal line 405. Click the F9 to add. In the from financial statement number, this will be a 2 and the report number is a 1. The line number that we're adding is 375. We're going to be adding line 375 to financial statement 2 and 1, report 1, and the line number is 405. Press enter and it asks for a calc sequence number. As noted earlier in the financial statement display, this needs to be a 5. And the operator will be left as an A for add. Press F2 to accept. The next one is the financial statement percent file maintenance. Again, click F9 to add. The financial statement is 2 and the report is 1. The line number is 375. Press enter. And we're saying this line is a percent of financial statement number 2, report 1, and line number 130. This function works in conjunction with column options containing a description of percent of another line. An example is column option 5, current period percent of another line. In this exercise, customer relations will be a percent of line 130, which is total sales. Click F2 to accept. To view the changes, click the F1 to inquire. This takes us to the financial statement display. The financial statement display is also its own separate menu. We'll key in the statement 2 and report 1. Page down until you get to the section on selling expenses, and if we page down once more, we will see that line 375 has been added. If we type a 1 next to it and enter, we can see that it is tied to account number 431500. Next, type a 2 next to the subtotal line and press enter. And here we can see that line 375, customer relations, has been added as part of the subtotal line, and it has the calc sequence of 5. Lastly, note that the percent of line is 130. This completes adding a new GL account number in Extend.